Hey there, this is Chris Well from Build Your Brand Academy, and I teach authors how to leverage publicity so they can build their platform, grow their audience, and get more people to read their books. Hopefully, this will be a good signal today, so as you're watching this, hopefully it'll be a better video, because we've had numerous people out to take care of our internet signal, and when I tested it just a few minutes ago, we are now supposed to be getting about 4 or 5 times better, a better connection to the internet. So hopefully this is a good video. I'll see it in the replay. You're watching it now, or you wouldn't be hearing the sound of my voice. So I have something special for you right now to celebrate. Actually, it's completely unrelated, but this is what I'm going to give to you today. I just posted the latest article at buildyourbrandacademy.com. It is the second article in my new 10-part series about how ultimate guide to creating your author media kit. So part 2 was posted today about author bios. In fact, there's a link in the description of this video. And so what happened is, since it's a brand new article, I then posted it. I have it scheduled to go out multiple times through social media. And it occurred to me that maybe that's something that I should tell you, is that when you post a blog post or blog article, you don't just share it once. You should share it multiple times, especially if it's evergreen. If it is evergreen, you should share it a lot. So we're going to talk about 3 secrets to get amazing attention for your blog posts. So secret number 1, you want to create multiple descriptions and images for your blog posts. So multiple ways to describe what the content of this blog post is. You don't just use the title of the blog post. You create other messages as well, so that you're not saying the same thing over and over, which helps you then post it over and over, because people don't get tired of the same sentence being repeated endlessly. So you want to write different descriptions, different titles, different calls to action. You also want to approach the content of that blog article in different ways. For example, one of your descriptions could be you pose a question to the person on social media, and the way that they get their answers, they have to come read the blog post. Another way is to issue a challenge, and the way for them to, you challenge them about something that they believe in, and they need to come read your blog post to either agree with you or disagree with you. Or another way is to issue a warning. And so it is, warning, don't continue doing whatever this is until you read this blog post. So it's one blog post, but when you have the title, and then you have a question, and then you have a challenge, and then you have a warning, that is now 4 different ways to describe that blog post. There are other ways to also approach the blog post, and in fact, in the description of this video, there's a link to an article at Mab Social called How to Turn One Blog Post into 21 Social Media Posts. It lists 21 different ways to describe the same blog post, so that as you schedule multiple links to this post through Facebook, through Twitter, through Google+, wherever it is that you're posting to your social media followers, there are as many as 21 different ways to describe your post, and you could go through all of them before you repeat yourself again. Another thing to keep in mind when approaching your content in different ways is to treat each social platform differently. For example, Facebook and Google+, you are allowed to write lots of words, so take advantage of that. Don't just post the same sentence everywhere. Try and create sentences or content or paragraphs, and then also the images, different shaped images based on where you're sending it. So tailor make your posts for the different platforms. And then, as we said, you want multiple images, so that way people see something different as it comes around. So you can attach different images to these different versions that are linking to the same blog post. So secret number 2 now is to schedule them smartly. You want to schedule your posts for different times of day and for different days of the week. When you post something on social media, it is like throwing an index card into the river. Somebody may see that, but it's going to disappear quickly. The river is rushing past. And even if everybody's standing there waiting for whatever it is you have to throw in, some people are looking the other way, some people are looking at something else that somebody threw in. There's a very limited amount of time that one post will be seen by any of your followers. Like a very tiny percentage will see it if you post it one time. So you want to post it multiple times, but also different times of day, different days of the week, because people are checking their social media at different times. And they're also following other people. So the content that other people are posting is pushing yours out of the way. And so there's just this tiny window that they'll see any one of your posts. So if you create multiple versions of this post, of this social media post, then if they do happen to see it more than once, it's less annoying, but it also gives you the opportunity to post so many more times that they are more likely to have seen it at all and be interested and click through. You also want to think about the best times of day for each platform. I'm not going to go into that here, but there are articles online about what are the best times of day for Facebook, what are the best times of day for Twitter or Pinterest or Instagram. And really it comes down to when is your audience on social media. So there are analytics inside many of these platforms that will tell you when your followers are online or when they are engaging with your content. And so you can try and think about what are the best times to be posting these things to reach them through that account. And you might be thinking, this is all well and good, Chris, but this sounds like a lot of work and I don't have a lot of time to do this over and over. Well, here's the thing. The reason that you do have the time, or should put in the time, is that you're going to put these in permanent rotation. If you are creating evergreen blog posts, that means blog posts that are true today, it's true next week, it's true next month, it is still valid a year from now. If you are creating those kinds of blog posts in order to demonstrate your authority, those kinds of blog posts to draw your kind of audience or attract the right kind of reader, if they are evergreen, then there is no reason not to post them over and over the course of time. So you don't post them 5 times a day forever. You might post them 5 times a day when it's new, but once you get through that initial cycle of, okay, it's brand new, let's post it, 10 or 15 times over the next couple of weeks, you then want to put it in permanent rotation so that as your content cycles through, new people have an opportunity to see this and it's not lost forever. And so you continue to get traffic from that article. You continue to get traction for that piece of content on your website. So you continue to have people coming to your site from all these social media platforms. So what you want to do is put your evergreen posts in a queue that will repeat over and over. Now here's the thing. Most of the tools that are available, you have to keep refilling them. It's like you're putting your posts in a bucket, and then this tool will reach into the bucket, send out that post, and then it throws it away because it's done with it. And then you have to fill it over and over. There are 2 tools, however. Well, there are 3 tools, but I'm going to tell you about 2 of them because they're free. There are 2 free tools that you can use that you create the bucket, you fill up the bucket, and these tools reach into the bucket, share it with your social media account, and then they put it back in the bucket for future use. Now think about that for a second. If you aren't aware of these tools, this could be a game changer for you. Now the tools I am talking about are Social Jukebox, and there's a link in the description to this video, and RecurPost, and there's a link to RecurPost in the description of this video as well. These are both free tools. You can use them absolutely free. You can upgrade if you want. And just so you know, these are not affiliate links. So if you choose to upgrade, I don't get any money from that. But here's the thing, they're free. You can start out for free. You can create a bucket of content and you can put in different versions of post descriptions. You can put in the images, attach those images, and then create a schedule. And every morning, maybe, this tool will post something out of the queue, and it will cycle through, and then it will repeat. So something that you put in today, when it gets to the end of the cycle, it will repeat it, and it will keep going. So you can set them and forget them. So those are the 3 tips that I have for you. And those 3 tips again are, I have to look at my cards. Those 3 tips again are multiple descriptions and images, schedule them smartly, and put them in permanent rotation. So I encourage you, if you have evergreen blog posts that you need to be bringing more people to your website to read those articles, I encourage you to go to the description of this video and find the link for the article, How to Turn One Blog Post into 21 Social Media Posts. And that will tell you how to write different things to describe your blog post. And then check out the links to Social Jukebox and Recur Post. And try one, try them both. They're both free. And you can create a queue that is permanent. It is forever. And whatever you put in that, it will run forever. So I encourage you to try that out. And if you want to check out the latest article at buildyourbrandacademy.com, I just posted the second in our series on the ultimate guide to creating an author media kit. Number 2 is author bios. And so I talk about how to create your author bios, what the media looks for in them, key points and things to avoid when creating your author bios. So I'm Chris Well. Visit me at buildyourbrandacademy.com, and you have a great day.